Welcome back. So this is a really condensed tune session. That means that we can just jump right into the melody today after that bit of prep that we did yesterday. We're going to be using the sheet as a guide, as a shortcut. It includes the regular notation for anybody who likes to read that, along with lyrics and tab. And when you have lyrics down there, what's cool about it is that if it's a tune that you know, it can give you a lot more information about the rhythm than just tab alone. We're doing the first 8 bars today, so that's going to take us through these first 2 lines the way that it's written here on the piece. What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping? And I saw that I had a weird lyrics misprint on the sheet that I sent you guys. Laid should just say lay. So if that grammar is going to bother you as much as it did me, you can just cross that, make that edit on your sheet. Let's take this 2 bars at a time so that I'll demonstrate it for you. First, let me just play through the section now that I spoke through the lyrics for the purpose of rhythm. Here's a little playthrough of what we're learning today. We're starting off on the E note, which is the first finger on the D string. And what child is 1-3 on D. What child? And then is on open A. And then this who is 1-2-1. And just a reminder, that's a low 2. For C natural there. I put an ornament on that last note. I tried to keep the ornaments kind of moderate, but I wanted us to have some planned ornaments. But let's play it first just without the ornament and then add the little ornament right on the end of this first 2 bars phrase. So we're doing what child is this who? And we're starting on D going 1-3 and then open A 1 low 2 1. You can repeat after me. Pretty good. So now what we're going to do is on this last down bow on 1A, instead of just playing the 1A, we're going to play that bow stroke, but we're going to add on a low 2 and a low 2 on, low 2 off. Let's try that by itself, just a down bow here. So you can get used to doing that pretty quickly. Yep, retake the bow one more time. Great. And now you can try it with the ornament. Ooh, I'm starting on an up bow since this is a pickup note. I should have written that in there. So let's add the little V, which means up bow. That, just FYI here in sheet music, when the bowings aren't marked, if there's the understanding is that on the downbeat of the first full bar should be a down bow. So that could have been implied, but it would have been better if I wrote it in. So let's go ahead and add that, and then that puts this on a down. And now we're ready. Nice. Now we're going to go lay 2. It's going to be open A to 2D. So let's go ahead and right now, while you have your first finger here on D, while you have your first finger still on A, imagine where a regular second finger would be. And then go ahead and hover that over the D string. So now we have our hand already in that position. So now we'll play open A, put those 2 fingers down, change to the D, and play 2. Yep. Deceptively simple moment there, but that is a good little hand training trick we just added in to help shore up our intonation. From the trickiest thing about the intonation in this piece is going to be getting from the high 2 on D to the low 2 on A seamlessly without kind of ending up in the no man's land in the middle. So let's do that one more time. Let your hand hover in regular position, with a little space between 1 and 2. Play open A, fingers down, bow. Nice. Now we're going to go rest on, and that's going to go O, 1, 2 on D. And these 2 bars starting with lay begin on an up bow. Cool. Feel free to pause if you want to review anything from that first line while it's still fresh on your mind. Otherwise, we can go on to Mary's, which is just 3D, 1D. Yeah, and now lap is one of these parts that we prepped yesterday, where we're gonna go 1, low 1, 1 on D. And there's a little bit of a tricky rhythm here baked in, so it's a good part to zero in on. So this starts in a down bow. Oops, yep. See, it's easier to get into a little finger twister there. Lapis. Let's try that now with the bar before. Mary's lapis. For a bit of context. Yeah, and just side note, if that part is challenging with getting that slide, that kind of secret slide back and forth there, go hit up the prep video again, find that exercise, and drill that one a little bit that could be a good idea to drill as a pyramid down after we go through the rest of this today. Now we just have 3 notes left. We need to get sleeping. And we have it fresh in our mind where this low 1 was, which is handy because the second syllable of sleep is on that D sharp for our low 1. If you take a peek at the tab there, you'll see that it does say L1D. So we've left off with is on a regular 1D. So we'll be able to put our second finger down in sort of a normal feeling. And after that second finger is down, then pull this first finger back and you'll have the second finger as an anchor. If we start going for the low 1 too soon, then that's going to tend to pull down the intonation on our second finger. So second finger down first, then pull that one back. And slee, this part is on an up bow. So, and then ping is 2G. And be aware here that this low 1 could still want to pull things down a bit. So feel that little bit of reach and go for this sound. That's a little sharp. Overdid it. Sleeping. Yep. Sleeping. Let's try just that line together. Mary's lap is sleeping. Good, so that's actually quite a bit to work on today, along with maybe going back to any of the exercises from yesterday that you want to review. I'll leave you to it and I'll see you back here tomorrow. We're gonna have some repetition in the part tomorrow, so it'll be a little bit of an easier day. We'll have more time to let this sink in and kind of review some of what we've done. I'll see you then.